What's up, folks? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show, Get Rich 101. Get Rich 101. And I got a special guest today. Before I get to that, let me just shout out the do's and don'ts. So I'd like to shout out the New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and the opportunity to be here and to talk about these things and to have gotten as far as I've gotten fighting the the I don't know what to call them, but I just say the things that have fought me thus far. I've been fighting the things thus far. I've been fighting things thus far. All right, and so here we are. This is our what I've been doing this season is I've been pulling up on Fridays. I've been pulling up some something that's very fascinating to me. I've been pulling up forex. And so I've got a Forex progenitor here with me, and he's going to be giving some good stuff, So I know we only have a half hour for the show, so I'm going to get into it quick. So we're going to bring him on the show, and we're gonna get it rolling. All right, so here we go. Jayce, did I get it right, Jayce?
Yeah, you got it right. How you doing, Seiko?
All right. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Good I'm doing amazing. How you doing today?
Good to see you. Good to see you. So I've been telling you in the pregame that I've been very interested in Forex. I've been, getting more and more interested in Forex because I need to figure out a way to make money. And also I've been interested in the type of person you have to be. You have to be a person that's, that's good with loss. And I've dealt with a lot of loss myself in terms of my voice, in terms of my body. I've had to deal with a lot of loss. And so I've had to deal with a lot of loss. And so why don't you just tell us who you are and how you've experienced loss in terms of Forex?
That's a very, I want to say very difficult thing for me to actually explain, but I could definitely go ahead and let you know who I am. Okay. My name is Denzel Jayce Johnson. I'm currently 27. I've been inside the foreign exchange world for like now 4 years. I've been investing since the age of, I would say, probably 14. Now, just like you, I also suffered a lot of loss too, in terms of money wise, but also life wise. At the age of 16, I actually watched my mom actually died. She had a very rare nerve disorder along with type 1 diabetes that resulted in her actually, going into a diabetic shock. And she ended up, she ended up losing her life. 21 or 22, and my dad actually suffered a stroke, and he was actually on a couch for like 3 days, and I had to break into his house, and he succumbed to his injuries by the time he went to the hospital. And with me actually understanding so many different things about life and experiencing so many different things at an early age, those losses also help me understand things in terms of investing. One thing that I tell people is that everything is temporary. It's not going to last forever. And that's one thing that I also understand about trading and investing inside the world too. The money that you're making is temporary. Sometimes going to actually go through cycles where you're making a lot of money. Sometimes you may make a little bit of money. Sometimes you may make no money. But that doesn't mean that it's going to actually last forever. And that's something that I actually, learned in terms of losses.
Yeah. Well, you surprised me with your losses. You talked about your father having a stroke, and the stroke is what affected me. And my stroke was supposed to be fatal, supposed to be lethal, and I just escaped my stroke. But it's changed who I am. It's changed entirely who I am, and so I won't get too far into that. But I will say that you, according to lecture, have come to the United States with $1,000 and a one-way ticket. And is that true? Like, give us the, the, the bits and pieces.
Of course. I mean, it was back in 2021, ending part of 2021, like right around my 25th birthday. I was on the internet, and I actually was in the Bahamas on the internet, and I was trading at the time, but I also was like not so financially stabilized. And I was on the internet just asking people, hey, who want their website to be built and who wants marketing services? And um, somehow I got blessed with a amazing opportunity to be a marketing director for a financial tycoon, and they had like some real estate places and stuff that I could have stayed in, and we negotiated, and they told me that, hey, I want you to work underneath me, and I would like you to be here. So they paid for my ticket, and at that point in time, in terms of savings, I didn't have any form of savings at that point in time. However, I did have a passive income investment that paid me about 12.50 every month. So what I did was I spent $250 to get myself in order and everything like that. And I had $1,000 after, and I left. Kissed my family goodbye, and I left. Now the funny part about that was immediately when I landed in Atlanta, Georgia, where I moved to, the next day I had to spend $600 of that $1,000 because I needed a new laptop. So technically, I only had $400 left.
Wow. Wow. And you were able to make it. So I just want to point out this comment. This is Fee King, is my fiance. She said, $1,000. You had no choice but to succeed. I love immigration stories. He arrived, and she's wondering if you arrived recently.
Yeah, I've only been inside America for like 2 years. No, this is the thing. I'm not an immigrant. I'm actually was born inside Miami, and I was born here. However, my parents were Bahamian natives, and they decided to move back home when I was like pretty much like one, and I was always raised there. So I never knew anything about America on a consumer side, America on like getting credit scores, doing anything. I never knew none of it because all my life, all I knew was living inside the Bahamas. Now, people used to tell me, "You're so lucky to be an American. You're so lucky to be this. You're so lucky to be that." But I never knew what they meant by it until I started to do my research around the age of 18, 19. And I started understanding what it is to actually have these certain things, having a credit card, getting loans, getting debt, understanding good debt, bad debt, how to properly position yourself. And we could definitely talk about that, because we only have 30 minutes. We could definitely talk about it on a separate side. But America literally is a place, if you know how to understand the system, you're able to make an insane amount of money relatively fast. However, because it's a capitalistic and also a consuming nation, the hardest part is keeping that money and preserving that money. That's one of the things that U.S. citizens do not know inside their culture. The average U.S. citizen. That's why you normally see that immigrants who come here, their culture sometimes teaches them how to save, how to preserve money after they have already made it. If you think about Mexicans, Caribbean people, Chinese, Asians, they come here to make the money, but they know how to either make them more money, or they know how to preserve it for whatever opportunity arises. And that's the factor that's not hitting with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So I'm reading this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he's talking about this a lot. Like what you do with the money once you get the money is in the entire game. And before this, I used to make $200,000 a year, but I wasn't doing anything with the money. I was just letting that $200,000 go. And now I've got no money. I'm doing the right things with the money, and now I'm putting them in the right places. And even though it's a much smaller scale, I'm still winning. I'm still winning now. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. So All right. So let's talk about the $1,000 to $102,000. Wait a minute. $1,000 to $102,000, right?
Yeah,
Is that I get that right?
$1,000 to $102,000 in
Yes.
less than 90 days. However,
Yes.
like it's funny how that story is that $1,000 is actually coming back because I left Bahamas to America with only $1,000. My next one of my next amazing feats was with $1,000 too. Now,
Mm.
um, behind that story is actually everybody was talking about recessions last year, like, oh, the government interest rates is rising, everything is going up. And shout out to my mentors Q, shout out to my mentors Tyler, my mentors Ken. With me actually understanding a little bit more in depth of economics and the chart for those almost 3 months from November until at least like the beginning of February, I was literally selling US 30, the Dow Jones. My bet was to actually sold. So
Okay.
and Dow Jones actually sold for those 3 months straight for the whole entire quarter. And at first, when I got that $1,000, I lost about, and it's funny now that I'm thinking about it. It's really funny. I lost about $600. Yes,
Ooh,
like I bought the laptop. I lost about $600. I was
yeah.
at $392. I
Right.
did had a trade open, and that trade actually generated me like about $3,000 within a week time. Now that I was up like about $3,000, I started putting in more positions and more positions and more positions. And then it actually continued to stack up, stack up, stack up. So if you ever like look on my Instagram, you would have seen that one of the balances was actually $392, but the overall total was like about $13,000. But I never like closed out the trades. After I already closed out the trades and I was like up like maybe around 20,000. At that point, I was like, hey, I'm $19,000 in profit. At this point in time, I can go ahead and act a little wild, and that's exactly what I did. And I just kept on trading and trading and trading. I was really zoned in, and just to be very clear to everybody, I never intended to turn $1,000 into $102,000. One thing that
Yeah.
I've actually read, and I'm gonna let everybody know right now, this is because psychology of money. There's something called luck and risk. A lot of people get their success on mere luck. And a lot of people will be like, people will be like, oh, you're telling me that my success is, yeah. What are the odds of someone turning $1,000 into $102,000? It's unheard of. It's unbelievable. Can it be? Can it happen again? Yes. But for me, it was luck. But I did also took the risk for that luck to fall on me, for that position to happen on me. And that's
Yeah.
something that I just wanted to also disclaim out there because I definitely want people to go ahead and invest and stuff,
Mm.
but I went through a lot of sacrifices and I did a lot. In the span of me actually trading within 3 years, I've lost I've lost overall about $32,000
Mm.
cumulatively.
Wow.
So that $102,000 that I made got me into profit of the money that I lost, but that was 3 years of hard work, studying, and diligence to get what I'm getting in now. Like even like now we're on this call, we're on this interview. I can't really show it on my camera because it's going to be very, very gloomy or whatever and all that because you can't really see the digits. But like at this current point right now, I'm sitting here with you trading, having a
Oh wow.
conversation, and I'm doing what I'm doing best, right?
Wow.
Currently up about $26,000 right now, just having a conversation with you and trading.
Wow. That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
this is like based
But
off of the skill set of 3 years of understanding knowledge and pushing myself.
Right, right. So let me just back up a bit because I forgot to mention that this show is about making money generally. So we don't know
Mm.
anything about these terms that you're talking about. So selling Dow Jones, doing trades, like all those
Mm.
things are just new to us. So why don't you just give us a quick rundown of what you meant by that? What meant by those? What do you
Okay,
mean by Dow Jones?
most definitely. I could definitely go ahead and do that for you. And for me, when it comes to explanations, I like to go above and beyond. So I really wish I could have actually I think I could, but we don't have enough time because I would
Yeah,
have
right.
actually show you the charts and explain some things to you a little bit more. However, um, when it comes to forex trading, all I'm doing right now is I'm trading between two currency pairs, or I'm trading between two prices. One thing that we actually we talk about is we talk about bears and we talk about bulls. Both are normally institutions or hedge funds or banks that actually buy a certain pair or pay for a pair for the price of it to go up. Bears are people who actually go ahead when buyers are actually selling after a certain position, they will put their positions in for that sell and push price back down. So relatively, all I'm doing right now is just trading in between the price fluctuations of bears and bulls. Like right now, currently, when I said that I shorted or I sold or I sold Dow Jones or US 30, there's a pair called US 30 that my broker would actually allow me to trade on, and we use brokers to actually execute the trades because we don't actually have enough capital to be our own broker and trade. So we're actually retail traders where you
Okay.
have and we use a liquidity provider presented by our broker. Liquidity provider is somebody who actually provides us the data, who actually handles the money to actually allow us to trade, and then they would provide us with the profits or take the losses if we lost.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the quick and easy. That's for quick and
Yeah,
easy.
I know it wasn't quick and easy because I mean I know it wasn't
Yeah.
simple,
Yeah.
but hopefully, I definitely wish we had longer time. I could have explained a little bit more better, but I couldn't do
Yeah.
this.
Well, actually, someone is already requesting a part 2 and 3. Someone's already requesting. So you're a winner. You're a winner. All right. So let me just ask something else real quick. You mentioned crypto, and
Mhm,
so I want to ask about this. So I've been playing with crypto a little bit. Like
mhm.
I spent like $100 on well one of the cryptos. I think it's might be um finance or something. Anyway, so what it shows right now is that I'm up $18. Right. So what I would do to sell it is to sell what exactly? What am I selling? Am I selling, you know, all of the $100?
Um, no. If you're up $18,
Yeah, I'm
you're
up
selling
$18.
the position that you're in.
So
So
what's that mean?
technically what you're doing right now is if you're up $18, your overall balance is gonna be $118.
Right,
Correct?
118, right, exactly.
Great. Now, because the position that you're in, the position that you're in has made you $18. So when
Right.
you sell, if you say, "Hey, I want to close this position," that means that you're closing the current position that you're in, and they're rewarding you $18 for closing it.
So I sell how much?
No,
No.
the let's just say for instance, a prime example, which you're on Binance right now. Which Binance pair are you using?
Well, for that, for oh, oh, you're rolling cryptocurrency into the pairs. Oh, like I was
But
just
this
doing
is the thing.
cryptocurrency, just playing with it.
No,
Not
even when you're playing with it, you got into a cryptocurrency at a certain price point, right? Let's just say
right.
for instance, I got into Bitcoin at 12,000 before I got up to 50,000 right now. That would have already been like about, you know, uh probably 20, 30x. growth on Bitcoin. Okay, cool. Now you have to now do it this way. The amount of money that I put in or risk at that point in time, if I had $100 on there, do a 20-30x times $100. That's going to be about two, three, maybe $4,000 or so if it's that amount. And all I'm saying is, hey, I got in at this price of $12,000.
Right.
I've now made over $4,000 up here. What I would like to now do is close my position, and I would like to be rewarded for putting in my position at 12,000. So all you're doing is telling them, hey, remove my position from 12,000, provide me my profit that I've made, and that's how you actually make your crypto money. A lot of people don't know when to sell; they hold way too long. That's why you notice that in terms of when cryptos was actually selling, or we would call it like a black winter or so. A lot of people still was holding for the hopes and dream of it going back up when the market was clearly telling you, hey, time for you to sell and take your money. Wait and hold. wait until another time to reinvest again. But right now, the cycle is about to go down for another reset. And a lot of people were not taking that into consideration.
Okay. So just last time I want to ask this, but just to figure out what you do, like, because remember we're amateurs, right? So what I do is I would go in and sell some of that money. I'd sell some of that $118. I'd sell at $18 or what?
What
Or
you would
just
do is you actually close the position that you're in if you're trying to make a profit. So let's just say you got in at 5,000, you're closing that position that you got in at 5,000 at, and that's why you're that to get that 18. Now, if you want to sell from where the current price point is, where you have that $18, you could sell there, but it's going to show you that the price is at a current price point. So it's going to be like, hey, you are currently at $118, and this current coin is valued now at $400. You're gonna say, okay, cool. I want to close up my position. I want to now sell because I believe the coin value is about to decrease. So you're selling from the position of 400, and you're saying, okay, when it reaches down to maybe $300, maybe I'll go ahead and close up my position from there to get my profit. So you're always entering and exiting on a price position, and that's how you make your money.
okay. Okay. So folks, I know I got off on this crypto thing, but I just had to ask him because I got this crypto and I don't know what to do with it. So he's giving me some really good advice about what to do with it. And I know a couple of you have asked me about cryptocurrency in the past, so thank you. We got this. Thank you for this.
Yeah, we could definitely talk more about cryptocurrency. I mean,
look, we can
we could
talk
do
about
that.
it.
We could do that.
We can do that.
Right now I was just telling all of my mentees and even my girlfriend, she wants to get into investing and other ventures with me too. So I said, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go on a crypto adventure for the next 5 to 6 months, and the scale that
Wow.
I'm actually taking it right now is gonna be a very exciting time. Be very exciting.
Wow. Because I'm getting excited about it because crypto is so small. You can buy in. So folks at home, you can buy into cryptocurrency for like cents. Like you can buy it for cents, like 12 cents per share. And so that means that you can get in at a very low price. And if you can get in at a low price and then you can trade it, I mean, that's a big win. That's a big win. So I'm sorry I got all distracted, but I got into this. I got into this. So anyway. Oh, so you see, people are excited. People are excited. People are excited. Yeah, I see the comments. All right. Yep.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely just for you, Seiko, I'll definitely go ahead and actually host a free session for you and your community.
What?
To actually do
Oh
like
my
maybe
goodness.
an hour or hour and a half, just to give you guys
Wow.
some understanding, some basics, and some learning. Because like I feel as if as humans, we should actually thrive on helping each other, thrive on
Right.
actually, giving each other information. It's one thing that I actually learned from a very, very successful person that I've met. And we talk about wealth, we talk about riches, but we also talk about wisdom. We talk about education. The Latin word for education, I can't remember the full entire Latin word, but it means to draw out. And all we're doing when you get knowledge is drawing out what's already inside of you. All the information that we already have or see, it's already within us. It's engraved inside our DNA. However, it's locked. So that's why when it comes when it said educate, you gotta really pretty much like study the words and understand the words that it is that you're saying. You're just unlocking or drawing out something that's already inside of you. I feel as if everybody's an investor. Everybody can be successful. Everybody can actually make money. At the end of the day, it's just up to you to unlock those pieces inside of you to get there. And sometimes you may need help, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes. Well, I tell you, I am so excited. I'm so excited. So for those of you who missed it, he's going to feature a 1 hour, 1.5 hour feature about how to trade, how to trade cryptocurrency, because it's so small. It's so small. Like you can buy it for less than anything. You can buy it for a really small amount, and you can trade that. Man, that is huge. That is huge. And I see people saying, "What?" It's Kobe Marks talking, well, what? Right there.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. Definitely don't mind actually providing the information and the insight at all.
Ashe. That's amazing. That's amazing. So that is amazing for you guys. For you guys who are interested, stay tuned. I'm going to hit you with the info about when and where it is. And get ready. Get ready. Don't waste this man's time. Don't waste this man's time. He's working on $26,000 right now as we're talking. So make sure you take care of
Actually, it's about 36,000 right now.
Oh, what? Up to 36,000. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm about to actually tag you on it real quickly.
What's up?
It's actually it's around 31 right now.
Oh wow. Okay. So now that he's brought all that up, I'm just lost right now. I'm trying to get my notes together. Woo! Man, I'm so excited. All right. Okay. So there was a time when you used to call some guy 10 times a day. You used to call him 10 times a day. And that is a very different person than I'm seeing now, who's up $10,000 since we've been on the phone, and who's willing to give away a free crypto class. So tell me how you made the transition. What made the shift for you?
Okay. I guess to be clear, the free class is gonna actually be crypto and forex, because I actually want to actually like show you guys like the power of investing. So it's just going to be more basically on how to make sound investments and certain books that I believe the masses should be reading in terms of getting yourself properly educated, but also positioning yourself for the opportunity. Just make that very, very clear. But the first person who actually really taught me how to trade, his name is Ashton Cambridge. He's actually from the Bahamas. And he brought me into the forex trading space. The stocks trading space I actually understood a little bit of. And being inside that space, COVID came around, and there was nothing else that to really do because the Bahamas was on lockdown. So I'm learning every single day of the day. So at that point in time, I used to just call him when something wasn't right. Like, yo, what is this? What is that? What is this? What does this mean? What does that mean? Like, tell me more about this. Tell me more about that. And that's pretty much, what I had. But he was pretty much my mentor for trading, and to have access to him 24/7 was such an amazing thing. And he never really yo, you calling me too much? Yo, stop calling me. Like, no, he was always willing to embrace my learning.
That's great. Well, we've run out of time here. We got so excited about the cryptocurrency that blew our time. But I'm going to stay online with Jayce, and we're going to figure this out. People are asking me to schedule it in the chat. They asked me to schedule it, so I'm going to be right back with the information. And listen, this is nice here a nice one to end with. This man is the truth. This man is the truth. That's from Pete King, my fiance. That's right. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna sort this out. We're gonna find out for you what the current deal is. We're gonna find out for you what the current deal is, and we'll be back with more information. All right. Anything you want to say?
Absolutely. I guess we'd like to say to all those who are actually watching, because I don't know how many people are actually watching. I'm just, getting interviewed here. But to all you guys who are actually watching, just continue to be who you are as a person. Understand that you need to move in grace. That money is, you have to actually attract money, and if you run after money, sometimes it's not going to come to you. Just position yourself inside a way where when the opportunity arise, you're able to capitalize on it, or you're able to take it because you have done everything that you need to do to get yourself inside a position. Understand this also. Nothing happens by chance. You're not inside certain rooms. You didn't get certain shots for just by chance. There's a reason why you're there, and it's up to you to find out how to actually maximize and utilize that to the highest extent. Once you know how to do that, then pretty much your life will be set to be amazing. But I guess we'd like to wish you guys much blessings, success, and hope to see you guys on the webinar.
Yes, sir. We will see you on the webinar for sure. All right, folks. I'll see you next time. Later. Oh. Where's my